Hello, makers and planner friends. We're going to do something I never thought we'd be doing because I have never used these pages in my Sterling Ink planner before, but I did it this time. I have already set up all of my goal stuff for 2026. That's right, 2026. Yeah. I am more inclined to focus on this sort of stuff at this time of year than at the new year. So that's what I gone and did. And I'm going to tell you how I did it, because maybe you also are all about the goals, but you've been wildly intimidated by these pages in the old Sterling Ink planners. So, yeah, look at all this. Look at all of that. I don't know what this all says presently, because that's a lot. I don't know that what it says matters as much. We can pick one and go through it, but here's what I did, okay? Now, if you don't know, I am a UI UX designer and graphic designer as my full-time job. Okay? So what that means is AI is coming for me. That motherfucker is coming for me. Gonna make my job obsolete. Gonna have all of these new tools and apps and bullshit that will do what I do badly. And that will be enough for a lot of people. They won't care. And so in a couple years, I could be out of a job, which is why I've essentially turned so much of my free time focus to side hustle to get that geared up in case that happens. So anyways, having said that, I'll be real honest. I hate AI. I hate it. But keep your friends close and your enemies closer. So if that bitch is gonna come for me, is gonna come for my career, I'm gonna utilize that mofo to the best of my ability in ways that I can still look at myself in the mirror in the morning to push me forward, to help me reach my goals in the most efficient way possible. So, for instance, when I write a Substack post, I do not I call him Roy, okay? I don't let Roy write it for me, but I'll pop it on in there and be like, hey, Roy, you want to check this for my grammar, my punctuation, the flow a little bit? And he'll give me some light suggestions. And sometimes I'm like, go fuck yourself, Roy. I don't wanna. And other times I'm like, you're right, Roy. That's a much better way of structuring that sentence. And I'll make some revisions. Now, why do I call him Roy? I am a huge Ted Lasso fan. This is a lot. Anyway, I'm a huge Ted Lasso fan. My sourdough starter is named Ted Lasso, obviously. And if you know anything about the show, Roy Kent is the warm and fuzzy, the real warm and fuzzy character of the show. Anyway, there's a chant in the show. He's here, he's there, he's every fucking where, Roy Kent. So I've named my ChatGPT, and when I try to talk about the fight I had with ChatGPT that day, it's Roy. So anyways, herefore too, we will call him Roy. So I've never done these pages, but when I got this, when I got this big, giant B5 beauty, I was like, look at all the space. If ever there were a time to do this, now's my time to shine. now is my time to shine, because I can write it all in here instead of like a quarter of the space. So yeah, I was like, we're going to figure this out, guys. We're going to figure this out. I don't even know what one would put here, but you know, I bet I know who might know. I bet I do. And that's Roy. So I went on into Roy. We had a meeting of the minds. And I said, look, Roy, I'm trying to set up my goals for 2026. He was all about it. He thought that was a brilliant idea to get a jump on that. And so I started with finance. And I said, Roy, these are the categories I'm trying to break down. Someday, 1 year, half year, quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily. Now, can you help me, Roy, come up with this plan as it pertains to becoming debt-free? I don't mean my student loans, y'all. I'm going to pay those till the day that I die. But aside from that, can you tell me, can you break it on down, Roy? And Roy broke it down. And here's the other thing about AI, guys. Could you still do some free thinking, please? A little critical thinking, a little use your brain activity. And don't take everything that your Roy tells you as gospel, because sometimes they fucking lie to you. Okay, they lie. And they're like, I think this is what she wants to hear. It's called hallucinations. And they don't even have any proof. Roy don't always come with receipts. If I was to say, Roy, could you show me the study on that? He's like, yeah, no, I just thought it sounded good. I thought that might be what you wanted to hear. So don't be trusting this shit all the time, guys. And also, do your own thinking. So I looked at everything Roy told me for the old finance category, for instance. And he, of course, has other information about me from past conversations like your besties do. And I said, Roy, that's ridiculous. I'm not doing that. But that'll work real well. I like that quite a lot. And so I picked and chose the bits that worked for me, and I wrote them out. So here, under goal breakdown, I put finance. I gave it a color code of green, which is these colors, except for gray, came from this mild liner set. Okay, this one. And then for someday, I said, oh, and the other thing I noticed from both research about setting goals and everything Roy gave me, speak it into existence, friends. Don't be like, I really hope that someday I can live without the pressure of bills. No, you say, I live without the stress of debt payments, with more money flowing into savings and experiences. Okay? As if this has happened. Okay? That's like rule number 1 of manifesting shit. Speak it into existence by presenting it as a thing that has happened. I am statements for affirmations. I have statements for affirmations. That kind of thing. Not, someday I'm gonna have a thing. No, besties, you already have it. You already have it. All right, so 1 year. All high, this is adorable. All high interest debt is fully paid off, and I am consistently saving money. Well, that didn't go real well this year because I had too many vet bills, but you know what? That's what I'm after. So then around the 6-month mark, we have cut unnecessary expenses and redirect towards debt. So maybe all of those streaming services and such, you know. Build $1,000 to $2,000 in savings, which isn't a lot, but on top of paying off debt. It's much harder to throw some into savings. And at this point, I will have 50% of my credit card debt paid off. Okay? Quarterly, pay off 1 credit card. Adjust payoff plan as needed, because maybe this isn't going well. Add at least $500 to emergency savings. Monthly, stick to a written budget. Yeah, I'm not very good at that, but it's cute that I put it here. Track progress and celebrate milestones. Review credit score progress. Meal prep and fast to save on food. Yes, Roy suggested that because of past conversations that we have had about me meal prepping and fasting. And it's no secret, when you do these things, you save money. Okay, budget check-in weekly. Cut back on, this one I put in there. I don't know if it's gonna work out. Cut back on daycare and gas. So when I take Noxie to daycare, that is about 20 minutes away. And of course, I have to go get his ass again. So I do this twice a day. I drive him to daycare. Now, how much would I save in gas and the fee for daycare if he only went 2 times a week instead of 3 times a week? But now look, it's coming up on rainy season in Oregon. The chances of me getting him all the exercise that he requires during the rainy season is slim. So I don't know that this is going to happen immediately, but it was good to put it. Move unused money to debt. So maybe as I pay off a thing, then I take what I would normally pay for that thing, put it towards debt. If I cut out all of my streaming services, put that to debt. If at the end of this pay period, I have plenty of money left, put it towards debt. All of that stuff. Okay, then daily. Here we go, guys. Daily. Track no spends. I kind of put that myself. And money spent. I want to get better at tracking what I have spent and like what category it's in. So I'm thinking about making my own finance rings planner inserts so that I can have one for like pharmacy. How much of my money is going towards prescriptions? My dog. I can tell you right now, most of my money goes to my dog. Okay? Be grateful for what I have to reduce impulse spending. So you guys, I'm very impulsive. I have problems. Okay? When goddamn Instagram or whoever, the tickety talk, give me all their suggested ads, I'm like, oh, bless your heart. You have found your ideal audience. Because yes, I want all of that. I'll take all of that, please. Add to cart. So what I have been doing recently is I will click on said ad, I will click the 3 dots, I will open an external browser, and I will let it sit there and marinate. And if after yay amount of time, days, weeks, no one knows, if I am still obsessed with the thing, if I have found its true purpose in my life, then maybe I'll still get it. But that series of actions has helped tremendously with the impulse buying situation. Tremendously, okay? Because half the time I buy it because I'm like, I may never find this again. And I want it. And what if I can't find it? Oh, just get it, girl. Just get it. And that's not working out real well. And then use what I have. I've also been trying to not be like, ooh, but that's skincare. That might be the skincare for me. Use the skincare you got, girl. Finish it up. Then buy you some more. Whatever. Use it. Or like with the morning pages that I've started, I started using my normal pens and I was like, why? This is bullshit brain dump. Use those 500 orphaned pens that you clearly can't seem to part ways with, but they aren't being used anyway. Those pens need a purpose. They're sad. They're sitting there wondering what they did wrong. And maybe it's because they suck, but they're fine for morning pages. Use what you have. Anyway, so that's just one of my categories broken out by all of these little milestone majiggities with the help of Roy, but not exclusively Roy's doing, okay? And then I also did studio, so the whole Kelly Anderson studio thing. Health stuff, lose weight and get strong. Oh, studio will be main source of income. Someday, not next year, okay? Someday, maybe. Health, lose weight and get strong. Home, declutter my home. Project, this is a special project that aligns with studio, of course, but it's one special project that, let's be real, this is too much. This is too much on top of a full-time job and trying to get things in my Etsy shop, trying to keep content brewing. This may not help y'all, but I'm going to just go ahead and tell you, I want to create calendars. My first focus is a perpetual calendar, like a birthday calendar, okay? Because they're a thing in my family, and I want to design my own, okay? Okay, stay tuned. And then Noxy Socks, Mr. Knox, well-behaved and healthy, okay? He thrives both physically and emotionally because of consistent care, training, and exercise. I am not good about being consistent, okay? All right, so I did all of this, okay? And then on this side, I have to fill some of these in. I called this Move the Needle. Maybe I should have said Moving the Needle. Anyway, I have 12 boxes for each day. So what I did, oh my God, I'm so excited. This is something I utilized in my A6 for this year when I was using it. And then I went ahead and added my color coding system here. So basically what I am tracking is, did I do anything to move the needle in any of these categories? So finance, studio, health, home, project, Knox, Etsy, YouTube, Instagram, Substack, admin, skill building. So YouTube, did I reply to a comment? Count it. Etsy, did I even look and see if I had an order? Count it. Anything in a day that was related to Instagram. Did I share something on a story? Count it. Finance, did I have a no spend? Count it. Or did I make a rings insert to track something finance related? Count it. Just, did I move a needle? I'm apparently not moving any needles in admin. None moved. And my calendar project, nope. So anyways, at the end of this time period, again, this is an academic planner, so it ends in June. I'm hoping this is riddled with dots. Okay, then this quarter has come and gone. So now we have this. And I said, look, Roy, I'm a little overwhelmed already with what you got me signing up to do next year. So we got 1 quarter left to 2025. How can I get a jump on all of my goals in quarter 4 of 2025? So what he did is he gave me some info, and I picked and chose again, and I broke down, like, in October for each of these categories, I should do these things. So let's keep talking about finance. I should make rings inserts for finance. So then in October, what should I do to move the needle in that category? And I listed a whole bunch of rings inserts that I may make for myself. And then in November, start filling out all of these that I made. And then in December, I need to check my credit score. I need to start tracking expenses, all money out. Well, and all money in, because I have multiple revenue streams, as one needs to do these days. Okay, so this is some stuff that I might be doing the remainder of this year to help me get a jump on my 2026 goals and not feel so overwhelmed. There's a lot of overwhelm brewing over here, friends. I might have bitten off more than I can chew. Okay. So then for October, I chose 2 of these categories, studio and home. Because that's what I felt like I could maybe add to the plates, the spinning plates that I got going on. So here I am tracking social comments. Did I stay? I'm behind. Sorry. Social comments. Did I reply to comments today? Because that's very important to me to stay engaged with all of you lovely people, both here and Instagram and whatever. So did I? Sure did. Emails. I suck at checking all the emails. So as you can see, that's a thing that I was wanting to do this month. Check Etsy. Create anything. Create those inserts, create a YouTube video, create a Substack post, make planner covers for my Etsy shop, whatever. Just create. And I'm not counting my career, my full-time job. That is not counted in here. Because, you know, that's basically Monday through Friday. And then for home, did I declutter any spot in my house? Okay, some of this is related to the Fly Lady cleaning system that I'm tentatively planning on dabbling with again. Did I tidy any hot spots? Did I shine my sink? If you know, you know. Did I swish and swipe? If you know, you know. Daily focus, which I haven't even spelled out what mine are yet. And zone cleaning, okay? Again, behind in filling that out because I have too much to do. So yeah, that is how I've gone about goal setting so far for Q4 and 2026. Now, there is a next phase to all of this that I have not finished setting up, but I am going to share that with you as well. It's basically what I came up with to try to stay on top of the thousands, feels like thousands, the hundreds of tasks I need to make sure that I do every day to stand a chance at accomplishing all of this. So for instance, sorry, I'm a little backwards. These things will be written out elsewhere probably. All of the things that Noxie needs for care will be written out. You'll see, okay? I'm not going to write down in a to-do list every single day to check my Etsy shop, to fill in my habit trackers, to check social comments, whatever. I'm not writing that down every day. But there's lots of days where something gets missed, if not 40 things get missed, because, oh, man, I've taken on too much, guys. I've taken on too much. And I know I have, and my brain will just be happier if I implement this new system that I will share with you in a part 2 to my goal setting plans, okay? It's going to be amazing. We're going to love it. It's going to be a good time. Okay. So that's all I got for this part. I really hope that helps anyone who has been intimidated by these pages, because I was right there with you. I was so right there with you. And when I saw all this space and I had started to form a relationship with Roy, I was like, it's coming together. It's coming together. Roy, I need some help because I don't know how to fill out all this stuff. Okay? All right. I'm going to go. I hope that this has been helpful. I hope that you bust into your Sterling Ink planners and you start fixing your own goals. And if you do, go ahead and let me know. Let me know what you are focusing on in 2026 and what you have named your ChatGPT. Oh, Roy. We got in a fight the other day, me and Roy. He was so worthless. Anyway, all right, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And until next time, go out and make memories and goals worth keeping.